Welcome back, I'm Ryan, and as promised, I'm going to share with you a drink today that uses the basil syrup that was featured in last week's video. Now this particular drink is a reconstruction of something that you can order when you are visiting Galaxy's Edge in Disneyland and Disney World. And that drink is called the Dagobah Slug Slinger. Now you can find the recipe for that drink along with lots of other Disney drinks in the unofficial Disney Parks drink recipe book, which is something that, you know, if you're a big Disney Parks fan like I am, then I do recommend this book. There's lots of fun recipes in here, lots of great things to explore, so it's definitely worth checking out. Unfortunately, the Dagobah Slug Slinger is one that fell a bit short for me, and I didn't particularly enjoy it. So I wanted to make something that was in the same spirit as what they had created, but something that was definitely more to my tastes. And that's what I'm going to share with you today, and hopefully you like it as well, although I will certainly allow you to make that determination for yourself. Alright, so let's talk about the ingredients. You will need a reposado tequila. Today I'm using the Insolito tequila, which is a really great brand, and I do recommend this one. You will need both lime and lemon juice, ginger syrup and basil syrup, which, if I'm real quick, let's talk about this. The ratios between these two syrups will totally depend on the syrups that you make. The Library Company ginger syrup is really intense, and too much of it can easily overpower the rest of it. So I'm not going to use a whole lot of this because I just want a little kick of that ginger spice. But if your ginger syrup is not quite as intense, then feel free to up the measurement for this one. And then same thing for the basil, depends on how intense your basil syrup is. You will also need some orange bitters, and last but not least, just a tiny splash of blue curacao to mix with the yellow from the reposado tequila. And as we all learned in kindergarten, yellow and blue make green. All right. Oh, and last but not least, the type of glass you're going to use. Now you can serve this in a highball glass or in a rocks glass, but since this is tequila based, I like to serve it in a margarita style glass. So that's what I will be using. All right, that's all the ingredients. Let's build. All right, as always, I like to start with my syrups. So into our jigger, we're going to measure out 3/4 of an ounce of the basil syrup. And on top of that, I'm going to add just 1/4 ounce of the ginger syrup. So you want 1 full ounce of the syrups. So however you want to mess with those measurements, no more than 1 ounce on that. Okay, we're going to follow that up with 1/2 ounce of both the lemon and lime juice. Okay, so 1/2 ounce. And then 2 full ounces of your reposado tequila. All right, 2 dashes of the orange bitters. And then last but not least, just a tiny amount of the blue curacao. I'm actually measuring out a 1/2 teaspoon. Be real careful with this. Don't want too much of that. All right, and that's it. Now we're gonna add just 1 scoop of ice. And then shake for about 10 to 12 seconds. All right, let's do this. All right, now we're just going to do a straight open pour into our glass. And then top it off with more ice. All right. And here you have it, the Dagobah Swamp Water. All right, let's try it out. All right, so immediately on the taste, you get your two syrups. So you get the savory aspect of the basil and just a little kick from the ginger, which I really, really like. The tequila comes through, it's really amazing. Everything else just helps to balance it all out and just bring this robust flavor to it. And it's something that I do really enjoy. So there you go, the Dagobah Swamp Water. Thank you guys so much for spending your time with me, and I hope you have a great rest of your day. Cheers.